What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. We're going to be focusing on the witches at Town Hall 9. They are an amazing strategy which will get you the 3 stars over and over again, guys. You will be smashing bases with this strategy and we're going to break it down, give you tips and tricks and teach you exactly how to use it. Each of these attacks are by the UK team currently competing in the European Clash Championship. If you want to join the Discord server for the ECC, that is down below. Or equally, if you want to join the UK team, that is down below as well. On this first attack, you can see how Lisa is using the queen with healers around the top side of the base. Now, there were a few air defense in that region, but basically with the queen having a greater range, she can often reach the air defense before the healers get targeted. That is something you're going to see in the next few attacks as to whether to take golems or healers, and it's more about can the healers be protected. As long as the healers can be protected, then it is often a good idea to take them and boost your witches on the outside. If not, you have to try and protect them somehow, and you're going to do that with a golem on the outside. Sometimes a P.E.K.K.A works well as well. It really just depends on what trash buildings are on the outside. Are there any defenses hiding there? Getting into the next attack, don't worry guys, we are going to show you a good amount of variation of them. You can see that it is a golem chosen on this one. Now straight away, what you want to do is use the witches to create a funnel. So they come in at either corner, guys. You can see how they've came in at the top and at the bottom, and notice how this corner is taken out. That way when the troops come in the middle next to the town hall, you can see now we're going to have a section coming through the middle. We then have a section of troops coming around the top, and we have the section coming around the bottom. Now, why was golems used in this one? First of all, there is air defense right at the side which will attack the healers at the top. We then have this expo as well, which wasn't the easiest to track to with the troops in the middle, so that could have basically been taking out our healers as well, hence why the golems were used. Other key things you want to consider is access through the base. Your witches are going to need to get access through the base, so 2 jump spells is going to be a requirement at Town Hall 9. Most of the time you then want to use a heal and a rage alongside that, but your spells can be very variable as well, guys. Really, you want to be raging up your troops when they are in the core, and also you can heal them up as well. Splash damage can be a nightmare. The heal isn't going to do anything for the skeletons, but it will hopefully help your witches, and it's the witches you need to keep alive. Both of them really. You want your skeletons to protect the others, but ultimately if you had to pick one, witches it is. Now, you don't want to watch out for troll Teslas in the corner like you can see on this one. The idea behind that is to try and quickly snipe off a witch, because when the skeletons get in front, the defenses will target the skeletons first. It kind of protects the witches, if you will, but if the Tesla pops and locks straight onto the witch before it can spawn any, then it can go down. So if you're not using golems, you do decide to use healers, a couple of giants is sometimes an option just to scout out them areas, especially on fresh hits, and protect your witches a little bit. But the healers can obviously be an option as well. On this one, you can see how the air defense are definitely able to reach the outside of the base, hence why the healers were not taken. The jump spell provided access straight into the middle alongside the earthquake spells on this one to really rip open the core, allows the skeletons to spread outwards and really distract all of the defenses, letting the rest of your troops through. And obviously we did have that heal in the middle. That's as much for the bowlers as well. You really want bowlers in your clan castle. They will help them out massively. If you can't have bowlers, Valkyries do work as well, but the bowlers are better because they can shoot over walls. They do wreck troops. This scenario you see right now is what you will run into most of the time. Your troops in the middle will start to go down. They will go down massively, but you do have that small section of troops around the side. The queen, with hopefully the ability, she does tend to stand back, being a ranged troop. She has the ability, you can pop that on the defenses towards the end and ultimately start to overwhelm the base. As the witches get more skeletons going, they're going to overrule the defenses. Onto the final attack for this one. Again, Lots of witches, you do want protection for them, but it's access through the base as well. Start off on either side. You want to come in from a flat side, not a corner. Any side of the base will do, depends on what is going to be best for your funneling and what can get defenses down quickly. I'm going to show you in this replay the power of the healers. So healers are used around the side there. The witches are able to take out the air defense relatively quick, but we do lose a healer because of that. So even though we have one healer, you'll see the value of it. Again, recapping, you want jump spells to get through the base. A rage and a heal tends to work nicely. Try your best to save onto that queen's ability for when you get towards the back end. As long as you take out the core of the base, the witches around the side can do a great job. Check out the giant bomb that just went off on this side. Boom! Bowlers are right down in health, as with the witches, and even with one healer, they're right back up again. So they do fizzle out as the healer goes down, ultimately because of that bomb, but the value that we got because of that healer in keeping them bowlers alive and the witches was invaluable. Again, it starts getting a bit scrappy towards the end of the attacks. That's the idea of the witches, really. It's not the most skillful attack in the world, guys, but it is very effective and will be smashing things at Town Hall 9. It is the best attack strategy right now, especially for fresh hits. Getting down to the end of it, you can see again, it doesn't look like there's a lot of troops on the board, but there's actually a significant amount of troops when you think about troop capacity and that of the witches alive and the queen with the ability. This base is done. I hope that has helped you guys. Until next time, peace out.